अच्छा जी, ओके। सो एक तो ये चीज हो गई आपकी। अच्छा, अभी जो लोग अभी आ रहे हैं, वाई दे आर कमिंग टू लेट? ट्रैफिक का इशू? कहाँ से आ रहे हैं आप? सबका ट्रैफिक का इशू है, तो फिर टाइम पे आया करें ना। जल्दी जाने में आई हैव नो इशू इफ यू गो अर्ली। You can leave early, that is okay with me, but try to be in time, because if you miss the first 5 minutes throughout the lecture, you will be thinking there is something which I've missed and I'm unable to connect now what teacher is saying. So my request is to come 5 minutes earlier, come before me, right? Because it gives me also a sort of feeling that I have to repeat maybe certain things because I've talked a lot of things in the last 1 hour. So it would not be easier for me as well to repeat. So आपको पहले आना चाहिए थोड़ा सा, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम के लिए काइंडली ख्याल रखें, तीन टाइम। ओके, सो योर नेम इज लतीफ और आपके लास्ट 2 कोर्सेज हैं। ठीक है जी, आपके कितने कोर्सेज हो गए? 6 हो गए। और आप थीसिस लेना चाह रहे हैं, और अभी आपने 2 लिए हुए हैं, 3 लिए हुए? एक ही सब्जेक्ट लिया आप प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट के हैं, डाटा साइंसेज के हैं, तो डाटा साइंसेज में कोई सब्जेक्ट आपके मकसद ऑफर नहीं हो रहा? तो ये जो कोर्स हमारा वर्चुअल रियलिटी वाला, ये अच्छा कोर्स नहीं है आपको? आप थीसिस में जाना चाह रहे हो इसलिए? ओके, तो अभी आपने TH1 ले लिया या TH1 नहीं लिया? चले ठीक, फाइन। और ओके जी, आप अभी पहली दफा नजर आ रहे हो मुझे। क्या नाम है आपका? क्या नाम है? फरहानुल्लाह। ठीक है, और विच डिग्री प्रोग्राम यू आर एनरोल्ड? प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट। हाउ मेनी कोर्सेज आर completed? 7 courses. So you also registered late, or why didn't you come in the last 2 classes? Okay, have you seen the lectures which are uploaded?
Because I'm not in the WhatsApp group.
So please join that group and see those lectures, right? और आपका नाम क्या, रिपीट करो जरा, क्या नाम है? फारूक। आपका नाम, सॉरी मैं बोल गया। असगर। लतीफ, असगर, फारूक, और आपने बताया नाम अपना? फरहान। ठीक है, आपका नाम क्या है? महानूर। ठीक है, आप भी एक क्लास में आई हैं, फिर उसके बाद गायब हो गई। लेक्चर्स देख लिए आपने? लेक्चर्स भी नहीं देखे? चले, अगर आप इन केस लेट भी हो जाते हैं तो लेक्चर तो कम से कम देखें, वो उसी वक्त अपलोड हो जाता है, उसी दिन अपलोड हो जाता है। आप ग्रुप में नहीं है तो जहूर साहब अपने लोगों को ऐड नहीं किया? आप काइंडली तो लोग लिस्ट पूरी ले लीजिए ना वहां से। तो ये तो यहाँ बैठे हुए आप में से कौन कौन ग्रुप पे नहीं है? Who all are not on the WhatsApp group? Who all have not joined WhatsApp group of the course? You too? You have joined? You are already there? You are not there? हाँ, फरहान नहीं है और आप नहीं है, तो काइंडली ज्वाइन द ग्रुप। एवरी इंफॉर्मेशन इज देयर, so do not miss that. Okay, so what are your names now? Marwan. Okay, Marwan. So this is your which I mean to say, which program you are doing at this project management? How many courses are completed? 6 courses. So how many subjects in this semester? 3. You will do without thesis? Without thesis? Okay. Okay, Marwan. What's your name? Abdul Rauf. Okay. How many subjects completed? 7. And again, you will do without thesis. Okay. And you will visit in each week. You will be here, coming to the class.
Yeah.
Okay. So Marwan and the Rauf. Okay. सर आपका नाम क्या है? आसिम जावेद. ओके. और आप कितने सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ चुके हैं? हो गए हैं. और अभी आपने 2 लिए हुए सेमेस्टर में, विदाउट थीसिस करना चाह रहे हैं? ओके. और क्या करते क्या हैं आप? नस्ट में किस जगह पे? डॉक्टर साजिद के साथ है? अच्छा. क्या उसमें क्या मतलब आपकी जिम्मेदारियां क्या है? कलम शलम देखते हैं आप? इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देखते हैं. ओके. तो आपकी जो डिग्री प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट में ही कर रहे हैं आप? CS में कर रहे हैं. सॉरी. ठीक है. तो सब्जेक्ट्स कौन कौन से पढ़े हैं आपने? किस किस से पढ़े? अच्छा. इट मीन्स कि आप फिर काफी अरसे से कर रहे हैं. ओके ओके ओके. तो अभी कौन कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स रखे हुए हैं आपने? फजीलॉजी रखा है आपने. तो हन्नान से आपका लगता है दिल्ली रगबत है आपको? पढ़ चुके हैं. ये वर्चुअल रियलिटी वाला कोर्स आपको इंटरेस्ट नहीं हुआ इसमें? और एम्बेडेड सिस्टम का एक कोर्स डॉक्टर यासिर का है, वो भी इंटरेस्ट नहीं हुआ? वो थोड़े मुश्किल है शायद इसलिए. फिर भी अच्छा चले. तो योर चॉइस. ठीक है. ओके. तो अभी आपके भी डिग्री प्रोग्राम के कोर्स पूरे हो जाएंगे सारे? ठीक है. नाम आपने सॉरी क्या बताया? आसिम साहब. ठीक है आसिम जी. आपका नाम क्या है? काशिफ. आप भी पहली दफा नजर आ रहे हो आज. कितने सब्जेक्ट्स हो गए? 7. और डिग्री प्रोग्राम कौन सा है? CS है आपका भी. अभी कौन कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स रखे हुए? ओके. फजीलॉजी सब्जेक्ट इज गोइंग वेल. समझ आ रहा है? टीचर इज गुड. हन्नान की फीडबैक अच्छी है? अच्छा पढ़ाते हैं? ग्रेड भी ठीक देते हैं? अच्छा चले गुड. ठीक है जी. काशिफ, आसिम, रऊफ, मरवान एंड महानूर जी. लास्ट 2 आपका क्या नाम है? एजाज. तुम्हारे कितने सब्जेक्ट्स रह गए? ऑल डन. ये आखिरी सब्जेक्ट है? ओके. और थीसिस या नॉन थीसिस? अच्छा ठीक है. आपका क्या नाम है? अहमदुल्ला. आप पहली दफा नजर आ रहे हो आज? पहले 2 वीक्स में किधर थे? घर गए थे? आप दोनों साथ एक दूसरे के साथ आते हो? तो कौन सा डिग्री प्रोग्राम है आपका? PM है. हाउ मेनी सब्जेक्ट्स कंप्लीटेड? 7 सब्जेक्ट. तो आप थीसिस में इंटरेस्टेड हो नॉन थीसिस में? नो आइडिया. ओके. चलें. अभी हम इस सब्जेक्ट में यही चीजें पढ़नी है हमने. आज जरा रेगुलर रहे. एक तो टाइम पे आए और फिर हर क्लास में आए. मिस ना करें. ठीक है. Anybody who will be visiting class regularly, he'll get a good grade. Right? Very simple rule. जो क्लास में आता है, हर वीक में आता है और रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहा है, डेफिनेटली whosoever is coming in the class, he or she will respond. So there is no problem for me to give her or him a good grade. The only requirement is that you should be punctual, you should be consistent and coming to each class in each week. If you'll start missing classes, then your grade will go down. So थोड़ा सा इसका ख्याल रखना आपने. ठीक है जी. जहूर साहब एंड रफी साहब तो चले रेगुलर है. आप ऑलमोस्ट हर क्लास में. ओके. सो लेट मी नाउ जस्ट पास यू थ्रू दी. अभी जो हमने बात की कि देर आर 2 डिफरेंट. अभी हम बात जो नए हैं उनके लिए सिर्फ मैं थोड़ा सा रिपीट कर दूंगे. वी वर टॉकिंग ऑफ दैट whatever work we have to do in the research domain, we have to support it with some published research papers. Published research papers are of 2 broad categories. One is the conference papers and second journal papers. For conference papers, I just showed you a web page how the conference papers are processed. how they are submitted, how they are reviewed, and ultimately they are accepted after a review process. The review process, which we did not discuss, in fact, is once a paper is submitted, it will be assigned to an associate editor. I just showed you different tracks, showed you the symposiums, and there were two names written in each symposium. Those were the key personalities handling that symposium. So they will be having a list of associate editors in all those areas which they are promoting. Once the papers are submitted, they will solicit the papers and they will give a bunch of papers to one of the associate editor for review. One associate editor will give those papers to at least 5 reviewers, and those 5 reviewers will return with the comments within that time period which are given to them, generally a month or 2 months. Once the reviews are received by the associate editor, he or she will decide about acceptance or rejection, and subsequently on the day of a notification, they will initiate mails to all the authors, either accepted or rejected. So a binary decision is made in each conference. Binary decision means accept or reject. Now, once all those people whose papers are accepted, they will be told, okay, the conference is going to be there from 6th to 13th June. And now this particular slide, if you see, I just pass you through this virtual visit, in which you will see how this conference is generally processed. ऑनलाइन जो लोग हैं उनको ये नजर आ रहा है जी? वर्चुअल टूर की स्लाइड नजर आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you see this virtual tour, I'll just scroll through. The day of a day prior to the conference, like if it has to be 6 to 13 June, then on 5th evening, all the authors will reach at the venue and they will get themselves registered. So it may be a hotel, it may be a university. They will tell you, okay, ji, please visit. You will be given a card, you will be given a USB device, a brochure, and the proceeding as well, which is published by this date. Whatever papers are accepted, they are published on the date of your arrival, and that would be given to you. Right? So you'll collect those things from here. You'll go to your hotel rooms. You'll go to your living rooms, wherever you are staying. Maybe you are staying somewhere else, but you will collect your items so that next day the exact program is with you and you can follow the program. Right? So as I told you that a conference is generally meant for social gathering, meant for cultural mixing, meant for promotion of the research culture in a country. So accordingly, that chances or that opportunities of mixing would be given as much as possible. So once you reach on the first day, generally there is a welcome reception. So they would be making sure that you meet different people from different countries, discuss your ideas, and maybe make friends, make future friends or future possibilities for your collaborations. So is तरह से they would just be allowing you to mix together. Welcome reception, it is followed the day of the first day. Once you that the conference will start, after the reception, there are going to be opening sessions. Opening sessions are by the area experts of that country. HEC chairman may be invited, PTA chairman may be invited, PSF Pakistan Science Foundation chairman may be invited. So some notable personalities, they would be told to convey or deliver a keynote speech on any topic or related topic to that conference. If it is a conference from computer science domain, then computer scientists would be invited. If it's a conference from management domain, then management specialists would be invited. If it's a conference on medical sciences, then some medical expert would be invited. So certain people would deliver keynote speeches. This would be followed by oral sessions. Oral sessions means there are generally 2 different sessions which are organized in a conference. One is poster session, second is oral session. So oral sessions, in fact, the different tracks which I just showed you in that web page, or the symposiums, they would be allotted a hall or a room where a mentor or a moderator would sit, and all the papers accepted in that particular session would be asked to present. So they will come on the rostrum, and one by one they will present their research, and the people sitting there who are interested, they will ask question answers, and ultimately a time slot would be given around 10 to 15 minutes. The author will present, or the authors will present, and then they will be responding to the questions, and ultimately it will end, and the next set of authors would appear. Say 5, 6, 7 papers in this way, they will be processed, and this session would end. It is called oral session because you are presenting your work. Authors are presenting their work. They will be graded as well because every conference try to announce the best research paper by the end of a conference. So they will make some criteria where they will mark every paper, their presentations, and ultimately they will compile the results by the end of that conference. This is one oral session. There could be 100 oral sessions being conducted in parallel to each other in different rooms of a hotel, in different halls of a hotel or a conference or a university, wherever it is being organized, right? So oral sessions. Then there are in parallel poster sessions. Generally speaking, a paper could be well described by some of the graphical content as well. Sometimes there are some papers which are good in graphics. So such papers are distributed or given to posters, and the authors are told that you should present your work in a poster. Like this, you will make your posters, maybe manual posters or digital posters, and you will display it in a lobby, and people, they will be passing through that lobby, they will stop at your stall, and they will ask you, they may ask you different questions, and ultimately this poster session is conducted from some time to start till some time to end, say 9 to 4, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You will be just sitting there. Anybody who is interested, he or she will come to you. So this is the poster session, which is conducted in parallel to oral sessions, and ultimately poster sessions will also end. Or you will observe that after every day, there would be some social event. If you are in, say, Islamabad, so you will be taken to maybe Damaneko, you will be taken to Peer Sohaba, bonfire may be conducted. There may be some musical event, so that again, some chance of mixing be given to the audience or to the people who have come, not only to promote their research, but also to see the local culture. So whatever is there in Pakistan in that case, or for that matter in Yemen in that case, your organizer will try to give that cultural feeling to the audience, so that local culture also gets some advantage, because there are people involved in these activities. They will earn their livings by this process. But the point is that the main theme of every conference is cultural promotion and research. I would say promotion of research within that local environment, and more of the mixing and more of the PR development between the audience. So in this way, the social event would be conducted. Ek din guzrega, one day would pass, then second day would, the similar activities would repeat. Maybe third day, similar activities would repeat. Like I just showed you, oral sessions, poster sessions, maybe workshops, tutorial sessions, symposiums, they all will be going on in parallel. And once the last day would come, then there would be closing session. Closing session again would be delivered by some of the high profile people of that country. They will visit, they will deliver again keynote speeches, and it would be concluded by the maybe a best paper award, sometimes best researcher award. There could be many categories of that, and ultimately it would end at a group photo. So in this way, a conference would be concluded from start till finish. And as I told you, better the conference means all those 4 criteria fulfilled: conducted or organized by a big name, it is being repeated every year, it is being indexed by indexation agency, and it has got a high rejection rate. Higher the rejection rate, better the conference, right? So in this way, every conference is conducted. The proceeding published after the conference would be available online, and as you have downloaded certain papers, those papers would be available to anyone who go and find or searches those related papers, right? So this in this way, a conference is complete. What I would request you guys that you should go and explore the best conferences in your domain. You all are from some doing some master's degree, so you have your area of expertise. Now go and search which is the best conference or a couple of conferences which are the best one in your area, so that if you think of submitting some papers, so where would you submit, right? So there are certain people who are from CS, so computer science में आप explore करें. जो project management के हैं, they should explore in project management. जो electrical engineering के हैं, they should explore towards electrical engineering. Data science वाले data science में देखें कि कौन सी ऐसी conferences हैं जो कि हमें suit करती हैं, और इस तरह से आपको थोड़ा idea होना चाहिए कि क्या तरीका है. और similarly आपने जो अपने research papers shortlist किए, उन पे भी यही technique, उन पे भी यही filter apply करें. Go and see whether I have been reading good paper or I just selected a random paper. So remember, everything which you have to read is not good. So be very selective once you decide what to read. So as we are doing formal research, formal papers हमने पढ़ने हैं. So everybody out of us should be very clear. Once I select a research paper, it should follow some of the quality criteria. So for conferences, I have told you. Now coming on to the journals. What is your understanding? What is a journal? What is a journal paper? How have you been? आप में से लोगों ने कुछ papers shortlist किए हैं? I requested you in last 2 classes to shortlist some of the papers. So say जिन्होंने देखे जरा, if they can go through their papers and figure out either they are journal papers or conference papers. Just write on top of it by seeing the title and some information given there on your papers. All those who have either searched papers online or offline printed form, they should try to figure out that my paper is a conference paper or a journal paper. See this. मैंने अभी आपसे थोड़ी देर पहले कहा कि IEEE का नाम बड़े एहतियात से इस्तेमाल करना. IEEE का मतलब ये कतई नहीं है कि ये जर्नल का पेपर. IEEE बहुत सारे काम कराता है. उसमें एक काम कॉन्फ्रेंसेस कराना भी है, एक काम जर्नल पब्लिश करना भी है, एक काम किताबें पब्लिश करना भी है, एक काम म्यूजिकल इवेंट्स कराना भी है. ठीक है? तो IEEE doesn't mean that it's a journal paper. IEEE now go into the details. Whether it's what it is, you have to see that. Casually use नहीं करना IEEE का नाम. मैंने बड़े जोर देके थोड़ी देर पहले कहा. ठीक है? So be very cautious once you use any name. The aim of research in which you are now is to be formal. Be as formal as possible. Do not announce names lousily. Right? Always be very clear what I'm talking is from some reference, and it is a fact. It's not just taken birth in my mind. It has been said by somebody, and I have seen it at this place. Right? So all those who are new, please figure out a research topic on which you will be doing some things which I'll teach during the course, which in fact is the development of a proposal document, a research proposal document on which you will present your work as well, right? You can get guidance from the previous student from Yemen, Amjad, right? He will guide you on that. Although he was also not very regular, I would request you to be regular in the class and try to ask questions wherever you feel like that things are not coming to your minds. Get clarified, but I think he would be able to guide you a bit on this. what to do and where to do. But again, I'm repeating that everybody out of you has to select a research topic, a title on which you have to carry out some initial literature review, and then you have to propose a method to solve that problem which you have identified. And ultimately, if you are eager to do thesis, then ultimately you have to implement that proposed method, buy a software or buy a hardware, and then take results, compare it with the existing methods, and write it down. That is what thesis is. So every thesis which you do is solution of a problem. To give solution of a problem, first you have to identify the problem. That is what I have asked you guys in the last two classes, that please explore and figure out which research problem you will try to address. So for that, you have to see and read research papers. So this was again my second request, that try and download and see some research papers which are related to your problem domain. And the point to note is every research paper or most of the research papers will give the solution of a problem. There are papers which may not give solutions of a problem. They are generally general purpose written topics, but around 80% research papers would be giving a solution of a problem. Now you have to align your problem with those papers and see which paper is close to what solution you are thinking, and now try to follow that research paper. That would be your baseline paper. So again, if I simplify certain things, you have to figure out a baseline research paper, which is in fact the solution of the problem which you have identified. But to reach to that paper, first you have to clarify on what problem you will work on. So for that, I've requested that please go through and explore your different options. A research problem can be identified by three methods. This we discussed in the class. One is there is experience of you people. You have been working in some domains, so you have your experience, and you have must have come across a lot of problems, and you may have thought on that there is a solution to the problem which you are facing. So that could become your research thesis as well, based on your life experiences or work experiences. Like Asim Saab is working in IT industry or towards the networking side. So he may have come across, rather I would be sure that he must have come across a lot of problems in that domain. And he must have thought that this problem can be solved as well. So if that problem can be aligned with published research papers, he can work on that as a thesis. Because problem is there, solution he will propose, align it with the existing solutions which are given by the research papers, and then implement it himself by a software or a hardware which he has at his workplace. He will get a result, he will compare those results with the published papers, and then he will write it down. That is how thesis would be complete. Right? So everybody can select a topic based on your work experience. Number one. Number two is you have heard a lot of things in your courses, many buzzwords. You have heard big data, you have heard artificial intelligence, you have heard quantum computing, you have heard Six Sigma, and there are many related terms. And those buzzwords may compel you, okay, let's do some research in this area. So based on that buzzword, you can also work and select, do some research, and get an idea of or a problem on which you can work. This is the second way of finding out a problem. And the third thing is, many teachers have taught you, go and see their profiles, go and discuss with them. They will guide you, okay, these are the two areas in which I am working, and you can work in this domain. And if you like to work in that area, आप उसको भी select कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? I hope couple of Urdu words are okay with you. थोड़ा बहुत उर्दू समझ आता है ना? पक्की बात है? तो थोड़ी बहुत उर्दू भी चलेगी, क्योंकि इतनी अंग्रेजी में बोलूंगा तो मेरी जो है ना वो थोड़ा अपना जो है ना वो क्या कहेंगे, your own brain doesn't start get that amount of energy. You feel problems because we usually do not talk this much English.
पाकिस्तान में क्या हुआ, मैं उर्दू कंप्लीट उर्दू आती है, समझ लेते हैं.
अच्छा, तो आपने मुझे कहा ना मुझे उर्दू समझ नहीं आ रही, इसलिए मैंने रऊफ
ये शाउट से किया हुआ है, मैं भी शाउट से किया हुआ
उर्दू समझ आती
है।
बोलनी नहीं आती, समझ आती है, बोला नहीं है बट समझ आता है, ज्यादा नहीं आता। चलो, तो आई ट्राई टू बी टॉकिंग मोर इन इंग्लिश, बट बीच में कहीं ना कहीं उर्दू में भी बात करनी पड़ती है थोड़ा बहुत, तो उसको थोड़ा बर्दाश्त करना है आपने। बट अगर फिर भी कुछ समझ ना आए तो पूछ लें कि सर ये समझ नहीं आया, ठीक है, क्योंकि हर चीज अंग्रेजी में बहुत अच्छी बताई भी नहीं जा सकती, ठीक है। आप अरबिक, यू टॉक इन अरबिक, so the understanding which you have in Arabic, it can never be in any other language. This is your mother tongue. The same is with us. If we talk everything in English, will not be able to explain well, or they may not be able to understand it well. So I have to keep a balance between the two things, right? But I'll try to be as much in English as possible. Okay, so I hope this point is clear. हमने जहां से शुरू किया था कि आपने अब कुछ ना कुछ टॉपिक डिसाइड करने, और वो टॉपिक इन 3 तरीकों से डिसाइड हो सकते हैं। डिसाइड करें और टॉपिक लेकर आए, बिकॉज नाउ यू हैव टू स्टार्ट प्रेजेंटिंग एज वेल। नाउ दिस इज 3rd week, maybe from the 4th week I'll ask you to stand over here and write down your topic, which topic you are focusing, and show me the research papers which you have read on that. We'll be applying filters to your reading as well. The first filter I've applied today on conference papers, and now I'm taking you towards the journal papers. Okay, what are the journal papers, and what could be the selection criteria for a journal paper once you read, right? But आप साथ साथ करते रहे, आप अपनी गलतियां जब करेंगे गलतियां तो उसको ठीक करने के बाद ज्यादा अरसे वो याद रहेंगी। Whatever we learn by our mistakes, right? So it's never a possibility that you will not do a mistake in your life. You will do mistakes, but by mistakes you will learn. So my aim is again the same. I am tasking you maybe something which is advanced thing, but I'll be doing it for the purpose that you will do mistakes, you will come back, and I'll correct it. And once the correction is applied, you will be able to remember it throughout your life, right? So what I've tasked you: select a topic, explore the internet, explore your work experiences, explore your teachers, select a thesis supervisor, because whether you are doing thesis or you're not doing thesis, for the completion of this course, you have to complete a research proposal. So that research proposal has to be guided by a supervisor, who has to be somebody from university. So whosoever has been teaching you, select somebody who will guide you. I'll be also there to guide you, but you should select a formal supervisor. Select a topic, shortlist research papers, and then in the next class from the 4th week, I'll request you guys to come and present your topic, whatever you have done till that day, right? So I hope this makes sense. Conferences we have covered. Now I'm going on to the journal papers, right? So what we can do, we can have a break for your Zohar prayers, and afterwards we come back, we discuss the journal papers. Okay. So it's with time with me is 1:35, and we can meet again say at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Right?
ये जो जब पेपर डाउनलोड करने के बाद जो पॉइंट्स डाउन देन उस पेपर को लिखने से डायरेक्ट बनानी
आप वो आपकी अपना एक लाइफ, अपनी वर्क हैबिट्स होती हैं हर बंदे की। अगर आपकी वर्क हैबिट है कि आप जो है ना वो नोट करना चाहते हैं उसी पेपर पे प्रिंट लेके, तो एक तरीका वो है, हाईलाइट करें, नोट करें, और फिर सारे पेपर्स को एक फोल्डर में लगाते जाएं। कुछ है उनको आप हो सकता है पेपर 5 पढ़े, 5 में से आपने कहा ये 2 किसी काम के नहीं, उनको आपने फारिग कर दिया, 3 को सिर्फ रख लिया या 1 को रख लिया, और आहिस्ता आहिस्ता उस पर बिल्ड करते गए, या कहीं नोट्स बनाते गए आप किसी और जगह पे। ये भी अगेन वाइट पेपर्स पे आप नोट्स बनाएं, डायग्राम्स बनाएं, ग्राफिकल फॉर्म में उसको कुछ सोचने की कोशिश करें, उनको साथ साथ लगाते जाएं। पावर पॉइंट पे तो बाद में आएंगे ना, पहले तो आप हाथ से बनाए ना, पावर पॉइंट पे तो बन ही जाएगी, वो तो बाद में एक रिफाइंड फॉर्म आपने लेकर आनी है। वो अगेन योर स्किल्स विल गाइड यू कि हाउ कॉम्पैक्टली यू कैन स्टिल मेक दैट फिगर जो शायद आपने हाथ से अभी भी मुश्किल से बनाई है। ठीक है, ये आहिस्ता आहिस्ता फिर ये स्किल्स आपके पॉलिश भी होते हैं। वंस यू कीप डूइंग इट विद एवरी डे, यू विल लर्न कि यार ये पहले से मैं अच्छा कर सकता था, इससे तो अच्छा ये हो गया, इससे तो अच्छा ये। इट्स अ ग्रेजुअल प्रोसेस, पहले दिन में नहीं होगा, इट विल टेक टाइम। आप आज अभी ये पहला तीसरा वीक है ना आपका, पहले वीक में आए थे, तीसरे वीक में आई, यू मस्ट बी थिंकिंग मच बेटर। जब आप आएंगे 13वें वीक में तो आप कहेंगे यार मैंने बहुत सारी चीजें और इम्प्रूव कर ली। तो इट विल, बट रेगुलर लगे रहे, डेली कुछ टाइम दें, 1 घंटा 2 घंटे डेली दें, यू विल फील द डिफरेंस योरसेल्फ। जी कोई क्वेश्चन है किसी का आप में से? जी आप लेकर आएंगे ना, तो वो उसी प्रोसेस में तो हमने डलना है ना, कि अगर नहीं हुआ तो मैं आपको कहूंगा ये ठीक नहीं है, कुछ और ढूंढे, करेक्शन लगेगी। सही है, तो आप सोचें, आए, डिस्कस करें, और करेक्शन है तो करेक्शन करें, दोबारा देखें साइकिल में एक आ जाए। ठीक है, आप उसमें, मैंने ये कहा कि आपका जो एरिया है ना जहाँ पे आप काम कर रहे हैं उसको अलाइन करेंगे पब्लिश रिसर्च पेपर्स के साथ। नाउ व्हाट योर एम शुड बी, गो एंड फाइंड आउट द रिसर्च पेपर्स हु आर talking about some problem related to your domain and giving a solution. Bring it to me and we will approve it. दिए हुए मिलता जुलता हो या ना हो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, आपने उसको फिर इम्प्लीमेंट करके रिजल्ट्स लेने और कंपेयर करना है उन पेपर्स के साथ जो आप पढ़ रहे हैं। यू कैन राइट योर ओन पेपर इन दिस वे। ठीक है, यही तो एक थीसिस का मकसद है ना, कि आपने एक प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफाई की, उसके एग्जिस्टिंग सॉल्यूशंस देखे, अपना एक्सपीरियंस बीच में लेकर आए, और आपने कहा ये सारे के सारों में ये मसले थे, ये सोल्यूशन ठीक बनता है। वो सोल्यूशन इम्प्लीमेंट किया, उनके रिजल्ट्स आएंगे, उन पेपर्स के रिजल्ट भी होंगे, आप एक कंपैरेटिव एनालिसिस करेंगे, जी मैं यहाँ अच्छा हूँ, यहाँ अच्छा हूँ, यहाँ बरूँ। ठीक है, उसको आप लिखेंगे, जब लिख लेंगे तो आपका थीसिस भी हो जाएगा, उसी से आपके रिसर्च पेपर्स आपके भी निकल आएंगे, कल को आपके लोग काम पढ़ेंगे, यार ये लतीफ ने काम किया। समझ रहे? दैट इज हाउ थीसिस इज कंप्लीटेड। ठीक है, डायरेक्शन आप सही सोच रहे हो, ये इंप्रूव होगा साथ साथ। रेगुलर रहे, आते रहे हर क्लास में, और डेली पे कुछ ना कुछ करते रहे, you will have the, you will see the difference yourself. Okay जी, ऑनलाइन कोई सवाल किसी का है? ऑनलाइन पार्टिसिपेंट्स को आवाज आ रही है जी?
जी
तो
सर, आ रही है सर।
ओके जी, चले हम
सर,
ब्रेक कर रहे हैं अभी, हाफ एन आवर की ब्रेक है, we'll meet again by 2 o'clock.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Thank you.